Good afternoon. It is Friday and we survived. This week in March 2023 in Ottawa, Ontario. It's been a very eventful night for me. The neighbors are partying. The crackheads were at it again. I knew things were going to go crazy when I went by a certain neighbor who was a known crackhead. When I smelled the crack come from the hallway, I knew that things were going to get worse in the evening. Worse yet, not just the evening, but all night long. Including the other neighbor who's, notoriously assaulted me. Anywho, there was a big, giant, loud bang in the hallway. The floor vibrated from outside. And I know it was this guy. He's the only one with some musical instruments with a microphone. And you know how you talk to a microphone, there's that big, loud squeak sound? Well, that sound was there twice, so it's obviously him. And then there was screaming. He was screaming at people. I could hear from my apartment. There was another neighbor, a lady neighbor, who was screaming too. They're all on crack. They're all cracked out, making noises, slamming doors, banging noises. Ugh. Just crazy. I kept waking up. The first disturbance was 11:10 p.m. And I'm going to call security after this about that. And all throughout the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., it stopped about this past 3 a.m., almost 4 a.m., that's when things settled down, got quiet. I assume someone else may have reported that, hopefully. And security came, so everyone was hush-hush after that, at least. So anyways, yeah. Lucky for them, I was not working. And I only had one beer last night. I kept having vivid, crazy nightmares. Besides the disturbances from these crazy nutball crackhead troublemakers. And they all know each other and they have no respect. Major addiction. It's really sad. But like I said, lucky for them, I was not working. But here I'm outside making this live stream. It's very nice out. There's no wind. Where we're at now used to be a cemetery, but now it's a park. And it's very peaceful. There's no wind. And walking over here, there were two accidents. There was a fire down in MacArthur. Fire trucks were arriving. And just now in Montreal Road, just around the other side, two cars crashed. So there was a collision. Two buses stopped as witnesses. A few witnesses there as well. So, besides last night's disturbances of the haunted zombies in my apartment, there were also two accidents here as well. It's almost like Friday 13th, it's weird. Oh, yeah. I'm just having a beer now, to be honest. Because I had my coffees, but I need a beer. I'm very going to withdraw still, so I have the symptoms of withdrawal still. So I'm having one now. Hopefully I cut down totally by the end of March, and by April I'll be ready for cycling season. And down to a very, very, very rare minimum of only once or twice a week maybe of drinking, casually. Yep, honesty is the key. Yep. So it's Friday. It really is nice being out here in the park. Yeah. It's good to relax. So far I did 4,545 steps from home. So I'm going to keep walking, I guess, downtown. And get 10,000 steps. Well, I worked later on, so I should save some steps, I suppose. And it's going to be crazy, so I'm going to need the energy. I'm going to get my cat some beautiful treats. And maybe a new pair of shoes. Maybe, I don't know. It's going to be a relatively short shift anyway today. But it'll be crazy. But I like that. Not for too long, of course. Yeah. I knew it when I smelled a crack coming from that apartment that was going to be trouble. And they all probably get the same crack from the same dealer and so forth, obviously, because they all were crazy, so they all must have been high. And they were all probably won't remember what they did the night before, maybe some of them. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah. Hope everyone's getting their taxes done and so forth. I have to get my taxes done still to get the emergency transfer out of that hellhole. The crackheads have taken over. Not invasion of the body snatchers, but invasion of the crackheads. And the drug dealer is their leader. Which is really sad. The violence against women, violence against me, the harassment, so forth and so forth is kind of tough. But I'm very good support system. I have a good job now, part-time, mind you, getting steady hours slowly but surely. And yeah, making amends with some people of the past, including someone we're slowly getting back in touch with and so forth. But yeah. Just gonna finish my beer and keep walking downtown. Being honest. I'm just so thankful I never got addicted to drugs like these people. It must be horrendous addiction. Especially to what they're addicted to, crack. That must be 10 times worse. People die of crack all the time. People put fentanyl into the crack and even weed sometimes now, which is horrible. There have been so many overdoses. I know a few people already who have died of overdoses. There is violence against women. So much violence on the rise big time. And people are understaffed. Police understaffed. Paramedics probably understaffed. I imagine law enforcement and so forth are understaffed. They're stressed out, overworked. You know, tempers get flared and etc. But yeah. I didn't get much hours this payday, so I'm to a very low minimum. So I'm doing my live stream now. I'm not sure if I'll be able to live stream this weekend. I can't afford a bus pass this payday either, so I put $10 in my Presto card. And my phone bill is going to come to $70, which I can't afford right now, I don't think. I have to be steady. Food is important. Probably some new comfy shoes for work. Maybe a top or two, because my hours going up. I don't want to wear the same 4 outfits all the time. I want to wear some more variety. If my hours are getting up more, I want to have more variety in working clothes. And plus I might get work in the warehouse too, I was told. Fitting rooms, warehouse, merching, and markdowns. That's really easy. I love markdowns. Fitting rooms can be very stressful, depending on the time of day and so forth. So later on today will be really, really challenging, but cool. It's going to fly by. I love working with the customers. I love helping people out. And yeah, it's awesome. I love the job. I just love it. It's been a long time since I loved the job. I'm just so happy I didn't work this morning after all the craziness last night in my place. Unbelievable. Seriously, it reminds me of a haunted house. The hell house of Prepare Charlevoix. Hilarious. Hey, might as well give the address. All the craziness that happens there, you don't want to know. Anyways, yeah. Spring's around the corner soon. And yeah. I hope everyone's going to stay safe and take care of themselves. And I hope those who are getting ready for spring are getting shaped slowly but surely. Try to eat healthy, cut back in addictions, which I am doing very, very strenuously. I'm getting back involved with the Wabano Center of Culture Night. I haven't done that last week because of the hours I had. And another binge I must say I did do. I have to work on that. Also, there's another little family gathering on Tuesdays as well, another Idish's place, which is good. I have to get back into that next week. And thank God for morning shifts, I can do that next week. And try to balance things out. Apparently cutting down fast is not good. I had chest pains last night again from cutting down too fast. One beer I still have cut down slowly. I can't go from 10 to 2 or 1. I've go down to, I'm going to check my calendar. I counted all the beers I had and time frame and so forth. And I have to cut down slower. I don't want to get addicted to gabapentin either, which is very addictive, I've heard. I didn't take the gabapentin last night. And that caused me to get the most wildest, craziest nightmares I've never had for a long time. It's nuts. But I struggle with it, and the neighbors were banging and everything anyway, so doesn't matter. Either or, I would have stayed awake anyway. So I'm having a beer now. I start later on for a short shift. I don't know. I don't want to get from one addiction to another, from alcohol to pills, to be honest. So I'm doing the old-fashioned way of cutting down alcohol slowly. So I'll have one now. I'm going to need a few more after work later on. Maybe 2 or 3, maybe. I don't know. And I had a little bit of chest pain there last night, just a little twinge. Then the nightmares. Along being woke up with the stupid neighbors. Ugh. Okay. I took my lysine with vitamin C and calcium early on with a good 2 cups of coffee. I ran out of eggs. I had toast, and that's about it. And I'm a bit kind of blocked up, so hence the beer. It's kind of a laxative effect too as well. Back in 2017, I had a intestinal obstruction. And if I go 3 days stuck, I'm in trouble. And when I cut down too fast of drinking, I have that the blocking up again, which is dangerous. So that's why another reason I have to cut down slowly. I'm going to have to go to the clinic on Monday and try to find another way to deal with that. Gabapentin helps with the withdrawal, the cravings. I can sleep better. Seizures, prevents seizures and stuff like that. But it does not really stop the blocked up feeling, unfortunately. So there's got to be another way to deal with this. And yeah. I'm going to have to meet up with the doctor, which I still have not been assigned to yet. I have a nurse, professional nurse, but no doctor yet still. So one step at a time, I'm going to figure it out. I'm doing a lot of research. I'm just got to keep busy, keep moving, cut down slowly. I'll have a few more after work later on so I don't get crazy nightmares. Those idiot neighbors try anything, I'm going to try to record it this time. I was so tired last night, I should have got up and started recording from my phone. 11 p.m., I was so tired and burned out. I was not feeling well. I just stayed asleep. I was too tired. I felt blocked up. I didn't feel so good. And I didn't feel like getting up and recording it. Then it kept happening all night, but I was too tired and I didn't feel well. I just felt blocked, kind of pain in my stomach a bit, in my intestinal area. And I feel kind of a little blocked still, but yeah, hopefully this beer will be a laxative effect. Moving around will help, hopefully, and yeah. Because when it hits, the blockage gets too much. It hits, and it stays. Starting pains, vomiting, food poisoning-like symptoms, and I have to go to the hospital again and get cleared up for a few days, which I do not want. Hence having the beer today, and I'm going to have another one, and before work I'm going to work, and I'm going to come back and have 2 more, and I got to see a doctor, got to find a doctor somehow, be more aggressive in pursuing one, and so forth. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. It's good to be out here doing a stream outside instead of inside because my neighbors get snoopy and then more problems arise and they get angry. But the truth is the truth. I'm amazed they haven't got evicted yet. There was a case before this lot came moving in. There was another lot of troublemakers who did drugs in the same kind of similar kind of scenario. It took years. I didn't talk to anybody hardly at all, just 2 people. But it took a couple of years for them to all be evicted, the whole lot. It took a couple of years, but the whole lot was eventually evicted. And hopefully this whole lot will be evicted soon too, the whole lot. Doesn't happen overnight, I understand that, but this has been going on for years. I'm reporting it, recording it live on YouTube, the disturbances, except last night because I was too tired and not feeling well. But yeah, one step at a time, keep pushing on. It's the main thing to do. I still feel blocked up, I feel uncomfortable in my stomach a bit, but come on, Lex, the effect of the beer take effect. Another 2 days, I'm in trouble. Well, a day and a half. Damn, that's very disconcerting. So I'm trying to get the intestines working again. And yeah. Okay, there's a nice little doggy over there. Oh. International Women's Day was pretty easygoing for me. I bumped into my friend who loves her weed and edibles and drinking. I had 2 beers at home and she gave me 2 small emulsion shots, those little small mini baby cans of beer. And then I had 2 glasses of wine early on in the morning, but that's about it. But yesterday's 1 beer did not cut out for what my body needed. So, yeah, you can't cut down cold turkey, you gotta cut down slowly. Withdrawal sucks. And those nightmares are nothing to laugh about, including the neighbor disturbances. God, I never had such intense dreams like that for a long time. I should have taken my gabapentin, but I didn't. Hence the dreams. Yeah, getting a little bit chilly. But it's gonna have a nice stream, open stream here, talking to you guys without being in my apartment with neighbors listening and being jealous and taking fits and God knows what. So yeah. Beautiful. I'm glad someone I know and I are reconnecting. He's got diagnosed with epilepsy, unfortunately. He had some blackouts and seizures before, several times, went to hospital several times. I assumed right away it was epilepsy because my ex-boyfriend had epilepsy, has epilepsy and had the seizure with me once. So I know very well about epilepsy because my ex-boyfriend before him had epilepsy, has it. And the thing is, I'm not sure it's from concussion or he had it all his life, and his seizures got more and more frequently, apparently, he told me. Very more frequently. But of course, going back into crack did not help. He fell back into crack and all drugs, and that's when the seizures got worse, I imagine. That does not help. So, yeah. He's on medication now, and hopefully he's going to be okay. We had a nice walk and talk. He came over to my place and explained the situation. And I'm not surprised he's epilepsy, because I assumed that before when he first told me, because my ex has that. So, yeah. He never had any seizures with me. He drank a lot and everything. Then when he fell back in crack and everything, all that from somebody else, I kind of backed off. I couldn't handle it. Dealing with the crackhead neighbors and having him fall back on drugs and everything, I could not handle. But we're reconnecting, and yeah, slowly but surely. It's good. Anyways, I think that's about it for now. I'm getting a little shivery now. I'm going to start walking, and I'm going to finish this beer, and I'm going to start walking. Check out my balance on my account, and get the necessities, and decide if I want to get an editing software, a new chip, and upload stuff only, or pay my phone bill, or what. It's going to be a little tight, but next payday will be more of a bigger, fatter paycheck. So anyways, until next time, my friends. Until next time, take care, stay safe, eat something healthy, and take care of yourselves, and you can do it. Talk to you soon, guys.